Brushes with Death's focus is a mysterious painter called Voita that attempts to finalize his masterpiece while dealing with the issues. The structure isn't anything out of the world, just a series of quests that attempt to stretch your travels to as many different places as possible. I highly advise you to start playing it as soon as you can, because its fetching is perfectly tolerable while you're juggling a bunch of different quests at the same time. I started this questline quite a bit later and ended up going through a bunch of not very enjoyable back and forth travels, but I raise my hand and say, it's my fault, not the DLCs for that one. Once I aligned it with my current activities, it became a perfectly tolerable experience, even if it tends to take you into less beaten paths on the Gutenberg map. What I can fault the DLC for is how uninteresting its main character is. He's actually annoying in a he makes me uneasy kind of way. If the theme of the DLC's story was something closer to horror, it could have worked better, but it isn't, so Voita's constant quirks and deflections made me willing to slap his face instead of wanting to help and understand him better. Out of all people I did quests for in the whole game, he made me wish I could screw him over the most. That's how infuriating he got. He's not awfully done as a character, and there's quite a bit of theory crafting out there relating to his real story, and that's usually an indicator of a job well done after all. But man, is it weird seeing Henry becoming very emotionally attached to a guy that constantly hides his true intentions, all while being unsettling in a really obvious manner. Otherwise, you're rewarded with a large array of shield paint options and potentially a pretty strong longsword. Problem is that the sword is acquired long after you can get the best sword of the game I talked about earlier, and since longswords can be normally used with a shield, yeah, not great. Pretty disappointing DLC overall, even before realizing that its length is rather modest.